Andre here, who's from Erie, said, but you've had a mild winter.
We have.
Thanks for looking out for us.
Our first guest today is Andre Buckner. He is an Erie native living now in the Atlanta area. He's an actor, filmmaker, and he's produced a project, put together a project called The Next 24 Hours. It can be seen on Tubi, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, the whole thing. Andre, welcome. It's nice to have you today.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys had me here.
Tell us a little bit about your project.
The movie is about human trafficking here in the U.S. If you think about 5 years ago, you probably didn't really know much about it. And when I was looking for a new project, I actually ran upon this story of a young lady telling about human trafficking. And as I investigated and thought more about it, I wrote the script around true activities that happen in human trafficking. And I pitched it to my business partner. He loved the script. We pitched it to Clifton Powell, who actually read it, called us back in 2 days and said he wanted to help produce the film.
Wow. And it is an eye-opener. It's stomach churning because, as you said, it's based on real life events in some parts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the young ladies in the film, one of our lead actors, is from Ukraine. Wonderful actress, Toni Hudson, another well-known actress, gives a performance for her daughter that's actually taken in the film. It really touches on more what really happens, and even though it's a movie, it really does let people know what you need to look for.
And what is that? What's the main theme? What do you want people to take away from this?
If you see something, say something. I'd rather you say something and be wrong and not say something and be right. You know, we've gotten to that point where we don't want to get involved with saying anything.
Right. You feel mind your own business, don't you know?
Talk about the title, because I think the title of this film is so poignant.
The next 24 hours, it usually takes less than 24 hours for a victim to be gone and you'll never find her again.
Wow.
There's over 500,000 women and kids that are taken throughout the world that are never found again.
Who are the most vulnerable, or what situations make young women and girls vulnerable?
It's those, it's almost any instance, and I'm sorry to say that, some of those times at the mall at night where you're by yourself not paying attention. There's actually a young girl who was taken right off of the street in broad daylight.
Wow.
And no one said a thing. No one even gave the information. It's going to those unfortunate, they call it the Romeo effect, the nice, cute guy who you meet. And he said, hey, let's go out for a minute and have a drink. And you turn your back and he gives something to your drink or something like that. And you're gone that easy. The thing is really just being aware of your surroundings and paying attention. Because they'll take kids as young as 10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's harder for them to take the young males because they're a little stronger.
Right,
They have a little more fight.
And Andre, we had talked about you're from Erie. What got you started in this, producing films?
Years ago, when I was young, 15, me and my best friend, Donnie Cooley or Brian Arrington, we'd pick up a little camera maybe and just do, you know, do a little fun stuff. But once I got into Atlanta, I actually started doing some small parts on film, and I wrote my first movie called Fighting Chance.
Wow.
And I pitched it to a director to give me some pointers. He called me back and said, I'm coming to talk to you about filming your film.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go.
I don't think that typically happens, right?
No.
You know,
For the talented,
right.
maybe.
I believe in just go for, you know, what
Good
you
for
really
you.
want to achieve, and you know, who knows what might happen.
So one more time, tell everybody where they can find The Next 24 Hours.
You can find it on Apple TV, Tubi TV, Amazon Prime, Reveal, and we're all also picking up some other stations now. It's really doing well.
And quickly, what's next for you?
I didn't really want to say, but I'm probably going to be filming a movie here, right here in town.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, you come back when you start working on that project.
I surely will.
Well, we got a couple extras right
Yeah,
here.
sure.
Yeah,
We'll dust off our acting shoes.
Now, when I call you, I expect you to show up.
Okay, Andre. All right. Nice to meet you. Thanks for
You
coming
too.
in
It was a
today.
pleasure.
Here.